Hey everyone, Techni here with the review of the Akko 3068 Retro version. So inside your box here, you can get a wired keycap puller, your detachable USB-C cable, and as you can see, you have that vintage look of the cable, kind of like that tan color. You can get a quick start manual here, some replacement keycaps, space bars, and everything. So you can change up the variation on the board, and then of course your dust cover and your keyboard. Now as far as the build of the 3068 right here, let me tell you what, this thing is stinking solid, no flex whatsoever, very thick frame, connects by USB-C right on the back right there, not a really recessed in notch, so you can put a custom cable if you want, but again, I think you're going to want to stick to that retro color themed one. Now flipping it over, you do have 4 rubber feet on the side, no pop out feet right there, so that is a little bit of a stinker, but you do have that natural, just in place ergonomic incline, so it does feel very comfortable when it is sitting flat, but again, no pop out feet. Now as you can see right here with the 3068 Retro, it is a 65% layout. You have your dedicated arrow keys and then shortcuts. We all know 60% is pretty popular, but on 65%, all you gain is that one extra row up there. So not a whole bunch of extra space. And again, you do get your dedicated shortcuts. Now the stinker about 65%, it is a little bit harder to find keycaps for these, or maybe not harder, but they're definitely more expensive because again, you got the smaller shift and then your shortcuts over and everything. But I think with the 3068 Retro right here, we're not going to be trying to buy replacement keycaps. Number one, we get the replacements with it. You can make it straight like retro tan, like it's kind of got that fade on it, you know what I mean? Get some of that, I don't know what we call this right here, like a clay color or a pinkish whatever. You can get the green on there, all sorts of different variations right here. So again, I think when you're buying this board, you're not really thinking about, hey, what replacement caps can I get on it? You have these very nice die sub PBT caps already in place. Now looking at the keycaps a little closer right here, they're really nice. They're a little smooth, a little bit of texture right there, kind of right in between, not too rough, you know. I love the font on this guy. They're just really big and just right there, you know, just really brings that retro vibe to life. Now, of course, there's no RGB on this board, but I mean, that was really kill the whole retro theme, you know what I mean, throwing RGB on it. But again, just nice, simple, and crisp. Now with the 3068 Retro right here, you can only get it in your most common cherry switches, the browns, the blues, or the reds. And that is what we have right here is Cherry MX Reds. So as you just heard in that sound test right there, I mean, very crispy and solid, right? I mean, it sounds fantastic, but if you noticed, like the keys with the stabilizer, your shift, your enter, backspace, and spacebar, they definitely sound a little bit different. They are lubed. They are clearly lubed. And the weird thing about it is, again, you feel it compared to the other switches. And that kind of got a little annoying to me. Again, when it'd be gaming, hitting that shift or whatever, and then my WASD, they definitely feel a little more, what would you say, a harder press right over here, and then smoother with the ones with the stabilizer. So it kind of annoyed me a little bit. I don't know, maybe slap a little lube on each switch to balance it out. I'm not too sure. But again, you can tell the ones that are lubed over the ones that aren't. But again, the sound of these switches are just really nice. When I started typing on it, it's just like, wow, this is coming from a boxed board, you know what I mean? It almost brings me back to Ducky. I don't know, me personally, I love the way the Ducky 1-2 Mini sounds. That's one of the shining points with it. And that's the vibe I get with this right here. Sounds really nice. So now the Akko 3068 Retro right here comes in at 99 bucks. I believe right now you can scoop it up for $95. And that is a little bit spicy, don't get me wrong right there, but I know what a lot of you probably think is like, we compare a lot of these smaller boards, 65%, we all end up going to the SF or the 1-2 Mini, you know what I mean? Let me tell you what, this is built so much better than the 1-2 Mini. You all know my thoughts on the 1-2 Mini. I love it, but again, I don't feel like it's worth the money. This is so much more solid than that. But again, I still think $100 is a little bit pricey right here. I kind of go over here and start thinking about like Durgot Hades or Varmillo Maya Pro. That's kind of what I start thinking about in that price range again with this layout. I'm not saying this isn't worth it, but again, you have a whole lot of options that, again, you just need to question right there. Again, some of you might be thinking $100, that's not worth it. But no, just think about the caps you're getting, the style, and again, the build right here. Again, if you want to put it up against the 1-2 Mini, this thing is so much more solid than that. No, you don't have RGB or anything like that, but everything else you do have. Again, you're getting that retro design, and that's what you're paying for right here. So again, if this is a style and a design you're shooting for, hey, this checks the boxes. But hey, thank you so much for stopping by and watching my review on the Akko 3068. I will be bringing a few more 3068 reviews, again, with the variations of different styles and whatnot. So make sure you hit that subscribe button to check those out. But hey, I hope I was able to answer some questions if you're looking at this board, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for some future tech videos. Hey, hope to catch you in the next one. Bye now.